Yo! Put some respect on my name. King of the Pit TV. Terror, Total Retaliation. Never come across this record. Never come across the act Terror. I'm joking. Of course I come across Terror before, but I haven't come across this record. We were listening to Body Snatcher, as recommended by Joel over on the Patreon, such as this record. And they had one guest feature, and it was from Scott Vogel of Terror. And I thought, all right, cool. We made a little comment on it. And in response to that, Joel's put forth this record, says, go on then. Joel's familiar Scott Vogel prior to Terror in the Buried Alive days. I haven't checked out Buried Alive, truth be told. Do you know what it is with me? When acts sort of take off with a popular band, I always have a pre-bias and think, oh, of course the band prior is not going to be as good. Do you know what I mean? The whole Zach De La Rocha thing. Why the hell am I going to listen to Inside Out if the guy's in Rage Against the Machine? How is it going to compare? But as far as Terror is concerned, I don't know too much about the discography. I liked that record with One With The Underdogs. Maybe the album's called One With The Underdogs, but there's some bangers on there. I might have covered Terror in a band one time. I don't think I did, truth be told, but I've seen a few Terror covers back in my day. Back in my day, I've seen people cover One With The Underdogs. It must be a band called Demoralizer who covered One With The Underdogs. Initially, I wanted to say Malevolence, but no. I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. But I spent a minute in a circuit prior to the celebrated and well-worthy success of that band, Malevolence. Used to see them regular whilst they were just playing off of a 2-track EP back in the day, and they were associated with a band called Demoralizer who sort of came and went, but they weren't too bad, they weren't too shabby. And then alongside that, a band called Desolated, and who have gone through the motions, and I didn't mind Desolated back in the day either. Anyway, I digress, but let's talk about Terror. Moving on from there, when I was younger, because I wasn't into hardcore from the get-go. I got into hardcore via metal, extreme metal to thrash metal to gateway bands. I got into hardcore via the UK band Gallows, and seeing Gallows perform opened up my horizons via support acts who were supporting Gallows, and I'm seeing this hardcore dancing and side to sides, and I'm thinking, wowzers. And during this time, not long after at the very least, Terror put out Keepers of the Faith. And it might be worth a re-listen, but I didn't think too much to that sound. But there was no doubt on planet Earth that that record was incredibly monumental and influential to this day, more than likely. But there was a lot of, sing-along value. I feel it sort of detracted from the riffage I had heard from the other material, but maybe I just wasn't looking out for it in that particular album. But I didn't really return to Terror from that point there on in. I'd like to say I've seen them live, but I don't know if I have done. Definitely been about at bills where Terror have played, but I don't know if I've managed to see them, in all honesty. Anyway, we're talking hardcore tonight. We're talking riffs. We're talking mosh sections. This really is King of the Pit TV. This entire listen through goes out to Joel, my brother over on the Patreon. This is Terror, Total Retaliation. The first tune is entitled This World Never Wanted Me. Let's fucking kick into it, shall we? Got 13 numbers on this. Let's go. From the top. Artwork's harder. Love the way it states Total Retaliation. That bold font is hard as nails.
I know the pain you feel too well.
My guy says, I swear this popped up mid-set and I suddenly had 4 more reps on my T-bar row.
It's all too real. You and I,
can't be arsed with T-bars.
we can't deny.
Too much faffing about.
We got so something in common. The disregarded, the unwanted, left to ask what we've done to deserve it. But now I'm at peace, as meant to be.
Let's go.
This world never wanted me.
Let's go.
You never wanted me.
I had a Terror shirt. It was sick. It was Keepers of the Faith pocket print, and it had a live shot on the back with like a lyric. I can't remember what the lyric was, but it was a sick shirt. I think I got it off of... Did I get it from Bridge 9? I probably got it from Impericon, to be honest. I don't know if it was Bridge 9, though. Oh, I got a Right Hall one time. Got a Terror shirt, Guns Up, H2O. Who else? This is when I first got into like hard, because I bought merchandise in a time. This is a bootleg. Extreme Noise Terror. Some dude was doing like cheap bootlegs back in the day. I got this. If you watch the if you watch the channel frequently, you know what I got. Rudimentary Peni. Sacrilege. And so on and so forth. So on and so forth. You go to shows now, you look at the cost of merchandise and you think, I understand, you know, things don't get cheaper, but it's just like, we aren't really getting paid enough to accommodate the amount people are spending on merchandise. I could go get a proper designer piece of gear for the cost of a Gildan flipping band t-shirt printed for £2. I could get pissed at the bar, come on. Let's go. You can tell it's a bootleg, innit? It's shit. Ignorant. With all due respect, good songwriting. Good songwriting, well phrased. Let's kick in. We've got Mental Demolition. This is going to be a hard record. I'm looking forward to riffs, people. I'll see you on the flip side.